Leadership is not about titles, positions, or flowchart. It's about one life influencing another. And that is from John C. Maxwell. Today on The Bright Show, we have in the seat a young man whose leadership journey speaks volume before he even speaks. He's a faith-driven leader, a passionate musician, and academically decorated achiever. From serving as Chapel Prefect at John Harvard Junior High School to winning silver medal at the International Action Quiz. His journey reflects discipline, vision, and excellence at Labone Senior High School. He served as project manager and president of the International Action Club, overseeing the impact of projects recognized by international bodies. Here in Accra Technical University, he wears many hats: president of the ICA, ATU Club, president of the Tertiary Business Sense Challenge Club, head of the education and research for ATU Accountancy student, and a national quiz contender with a bronze medal under his belt. A talented instrumentalist, worship leader, he blends purpose, passion, and performance into everything he does. My guest for today's special SRC election episode is none other than Desmond Ashalley Neequaye, also known as Godfather, an SRC aspirant for the president in the upcoming election. You are watching the award-winning personality talk show, The Bright Show, streaming live on YouTube at Accra Technical Uni, and on TikTok is The Bright Show. Hello, Neequaye.
Hi.
You're welcome to The Bright Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Me too. Me too.
How's it going? How's everything?
Everything is fine by the grace of God.
Okay, so how's the campaign going so far?
Yeah, it's progressive. It's progressive. We are trusting God for.
Because I've seen a lot of aspirants on campus doing campaign here and there.
Yeah, definitely.
And doesn't it, I mean, I don't have any fear that you see all these people on campus doing their campaign, and there are I think about 10 of them going for SRC position.
Yeah.
Are you not scared?
Yeah, I'm not scared at all because it's a race. And every race we have our tracks. So the best man wins. You know, it's not something you should fear about. As a leader, you should have this drive to go after whatever you want to and achieve whatever you want to achieve without fears.
Okay. All right. So The Bright Show is proudly sponsored by Accra Technical University and also LZ Costume Made tote bags. It says carry style, carry you. Now let's go straight and have a conversation with our presidential aspirant, Neequaye. So my name is Bright and you're watching The Bright Show, where leadership is examined, vision is tested, and promises are made. Now let's delve into today's discussion with Desmond Ashalley, also known as Godfather, as we explore his vision for ATU. All right, so Desmond, tell us about Desmond. Who is Desmond?
Okay, so Desmond is a young man who grew up in a Christian home. And we were taught the values of how to relate with each and everyone and yourself as well. And when you find yourself amongst people, you shouldn't be too selfish. You get it? Yeah, you shouldn't put your interest always first. You have to consider the people around you as well.
All right. So beyond the title's achievement, who is Godfather?
Okay, so the name Godfather was given to me by my colleagues. Seeing this leadership skill, they have a problem with maybe a lecturer or some chronic issues. I step in, I go advocate for them, apologize. At times I have to go on my knees to catch the attention of the lecturer or whoever is involved. So that they will be freed. So out of that and other achievements, some know me way back. So the name, I think one guy, that Godfather, he mentioned it first, and the other person held it up. Get it and started spreading. Just like
the name.
So I just have to
take it like that. I think it's a good name. I mean, it's so nice to have a name like that. Yeah. So, all right. So you have held impressive positions from SHS through ATU. What would you say is the leadership experience that's most shaped you?
Okay, personally, two of the positions. When I was the project manager for the international action.
Mm-hmm.
In this club, we deal with international bodies, and it's under Rotary Club. See, we have people coming from all over the world. Times you have to have interactions with them. If you want to do a project, you have to defend. And some of them are PhD holders. You have to convince them, give them reasons and the premises why the project should be held. And so it gave me some exposure to, foreigners as well.
Oh wow!
And also, as the president, when there is an issue, you have to go and stand and defend why this and this happened. Blah blah blah. You get it. So it gave me a lot of exposure.
Oh, nice. Nice.
To interact with people way older than me and far advanced than me as well. Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Then you have a lot of connection.
Yeah.
All right. So, how do your Christian values influence your leadership decisions, especially in a secular student environment like ATU?
Okay, so as a Christian, you should understand that God that we serve has given everyone his way. So you have to respect each and everyone's decision. The fact that you're a Christian doesn't mean you should tie everyone down to your religion. Though Christianity is not a religion, it's a way of life. So we respect the Muslims, we respect the pagans, the Buddhists and the Buddhists. You get it? You have to respect their space. And as a leader, you shouldn't feel because you are a Christian, so everything around you should revolve around Christianity. You should open it up for everyone to have expression. If the God that created us has given us our will, who am I to tie them up from their own will? It's their decision to be whatever they want to be.
So we should give respect to every religion.
Yeah, definitely.
Every religion. So you have represented ATU in competitions and won medals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how has that experience built your confidence and visibility on campus here?
Actually, the publication of the quiz achievement was published. Yeah, it was a low tone something. You get it. But for the quiz personally, I had interactions with other schools. They are brilliant students, and some of them have even advanced to be chartered accountants.
Oh wow!
You get it. And so
interesting.
I see it as an opportunity. Though I want to be a lawyer one day.
A lawyer?
Yeah, I want to be a lawyer. Wow. You get it. I have this relationship with them. Some of them we even have personal contacts. So with the school visibility, it's just a few of the business students who know about it. And some key directors and deans as well. Yeah, so I can't tell how open that is to the students.
I get it. Well, you have a lot of connection. You have a lot of people around you. You have a lot of leadership skills. I mean, you've learned a lot. You've learned a lot, and this shows that when you are being given the position of the SRC President, you will be able to do it. So now, what is your ultimate vision for ATU students if elected as SRC President?
Okay, so personally, my visions, is tailored to creating a conducive environment for the students, and also a good interpersonal relationship with students and lecturers, because we work hand in hand. You get it? And so I have policies and some strategies to bring on board that is going to enhance the relationship between lecturers and students, and also create an environment conducive for students at large, both for the disabled and the abled ones too as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
talking about relationship between student and lecturers, I think it's already there.
Yeah, it's there, but
so
we have little hitches here and there. You get it, that it needs to be remedied, and it's as a result of one problem. If it is solved, it's going to bring a very cordial relationship between.
I'm interested in that. What problem is that? I mean, I just want to know the exact problem.
Okay, so I wish I could. I wish I could, because I have opponents out there, and it's part of my policies. Yeah, that particular problem to
it's
solve
a secret.
is part of my
it's a secret.
Me spilling it out, they will know.
We get
one
it.
Area of my
I get it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to spill the secrets out. I mean, the special secret out. Anyway, according to the SRC Constitution, here we have a constitution, a very good constitution. The president chairs the executive committee and represents students on the university council. How will you use that position to push student needs forward?
Okay, so as the spokesperson for the students and the chair of the SECOM, one of the things you should know, you listen to the students actively. See, some people listen, but they are passive listeners.
Okay.
You have to listen to what they have to say, and you have to sit down with the executive and collaboratively bring a solution. You get it? It's not a single-handed job, and as a leader, you should be able to multitask as well. So I will do my advocacy and do the right speaking and representation for the student in collaboration with my executive. So it's not something I can alone do it. I have to do it with the executive.
Okay,
Yes.
you need you need a team, a whole thing to accomplish the good things that you have for the students. All right, so you always be approving SRC spending and appointing key officers, right?
Yeah.
So how will you ensure fairness, transparency in those roles?
Okay, so we have the auditor and other bodies who check that things are put in the right positions and finances are spent appropriately. For me personally, it's part of my intentions that when I become the president, we'll have a quarterly publication of accounts and the projects and where we've gotten to and the amount we've spent so far. We can do this when we have an open forum, looking at the likes of His Excellency Dawson. In his era, I think he did an open forum, and all executives came to account for what they did. Tell the students, and they ask questions as well, and they answer them, and finally the president himself came to address the issues.
So talking about every quarter, you said every quarter you're going to put the budget out for students, the expenditures so far. Wow, this is so awesome. Well, let's just hope for the best, and all right, so what is your ultimate vision for ATU student if elected as the SRC president? The ultimate vision.
The ultimate.
Yeah.
My ultimate vision is to solve the problem of school dropout. Because last semester I have a colleague whose student loan came in the day we wrote our first paper, and he couldn't register.
Really?
So he has to drop out and whether defer or take the course again and the program again, maybe the same level 300. So when he called me, I felt so sad. I only thank God that at that moment I was done with the paper. I became very emotional. I was like even at least systems should be put in place so that the students will know that ATU's calendar moves this way. So if there is a loan to be given to them, it should be given to them on time so that they can register. And currently, that my friend, I think I told him to visit our HOD, and the HOD asked him to bring a letter and see how they can remedy this issue. It's a very tragic issue. Yes, and also build an academic environment that is very resilient to accommodate the students to do more and perform more academically as well. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this story is so sad. Like, you go to school and then because of money to continue, if the money is not there, meaning you have to stop or something. Wow, this is so sad. That's very sad. All right, so we've gotten to know the vision and values of our guests, but up next we go deeper into student accountability concept and what real leadership means at ATU. Let's take a quick break, and when we bounce back, we'll delve more. Welcome back from that short break. Alright, so the Bright Show is proudly powered by Accra Technical University and sponsored by LZ Costume Made to Bag. It says, carry style, carry you. And if you are tired of boring bags or looking for something personal and co-friendly, LZ is for you. These aren't just bags, they are an expression of you, made for students, shoppers, and everyone in between. Want your bag to say your name, your favorite quote, your school crest, or bestest nickname? LZ makes it happen. Grab yours today by messaging at LZBags on Instagram or WhatsApp at 055-1324-415 and also 0545-301838. LZ, carry style, carry you. Alright, so let's move on to student consent, accountability, and past mistakes. Now, many students feel used by SRC leaders who go silent after elections. How will you keep students involved in decision making?
Okay, this is a very sensitive question.
Yeah.
And I personally feel like, and I think it's the best, that students should be confronted and find out what their problems are, like I am doing currently. So all my policies written down, I did consultations, I spoke to some students. You can't speak to everyone, you get it. Find out the chronic issues that bothers them. And so majority of my policies are directed to solving the student problem, not what I am assuming has to be solved. You get it. And so I personally think we have service, and even we have a suggestion box. I think when you are going to the SRC complex, yes,
it's there
opposite the mosque. So if students have any suggestion, we just have to create the awareness that they can write a letter and drop it in the suggestion box. The secretaries will come for it. They bring it to my office. If God grants us the grace to win the election, we go through it, sit down with my Zacom, see how best we can solve such issues.
Okay, so I don't know if you know about this, but I just want to know, how many times do the General Secretary go there to take, the letter from the box?
How many times in a day? I personally don't know, because I'm not there. But I'm sure they do it. They check. And maybe the students are also not writing their consents. You get it? But if we are given the baton, the student give us the baton, I'll make sure that we see to that, that it will be.
Alright, so how you seek student consent before taking action that affects the entire student? How are you going to do that?
Yeah, like I said, one, the suggestion box. Secondly, you can send a form, like a survey. You get it? Okay, this is the project the EZECOM is suggesting to do for the students. Send a survey and you open an open box in the forms so that they can write their reasons why they are for it or they are against it. So you weigh it, then take it to General Assembly too as well. That's the legislative body, so that they can also debate about it. Then we take the best decision for the student body.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so some aspirants make very attractive promises. How do you intend to deliver what you say?
Okay, so
especially with budget and time.
Okay, so this issue. See, I always say that visions or promises should be feasible. It's something that is achievable. You get it? When you assume for the students and you don't do the proper checks, you might bring attractive policies that cannot be achieved in the short run.
Right.
Because you have 12 months in administration. You get it? You have to also be cost effective. But in this issue, there are times that the money for the project is not released because students have to pay fees out of that, and the dues are gathered or collated for the SRC to undergo their projects. And personally, I would say time and money are complementary. You get it? You can have money and the time is very short. You can also have the time and not have the money. So you have to check the things you can do in the shortest possible time when you have the money. You get it? Because they are really para most times. You can have the time and the money is not available, and when you have the money there's no time. So that is it. And so personally, you have to target things that can be achieved even when there's no money.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Sometimes you can get what you want, but it's quite unfortunate that you have the time but you don't have the money. Sometimes you have the money but you don't have the time. They say unyaku kofuna Unya Silva. Right. So that's Nanya Silva, Unya. Right. All right. So if a student protests or academic challenges arises, how will you handle it as a president without damaging student management relations?
Okay. So with the protest first, let me tackle it one by one. With the protest, as a leader, you should make sure you let your students know what the truth is about. Don't try to be all problem solving. There are times you have to open up and tell them this is the situation. And this, we know that in the university we have matured people all over. So when you speak to them and deliberate with them properly, certain protests and challenges, you are not going to have it. Yes. And also you have to be more vocal, dealing with people with like the management, because they are PhD holders, some of them are professors. You have to convince them why you're advocating for this for the students. Let's say there's a problem. You go to them, okay, so the students are complaining this is a problem. They will need premises why they should grant you that permission or should allow the student to journey that path. You get it? So I think advocacy too will be very important. That is why as a leader or someone serving the student body, you should be a bit vocal. So that you can also convince management to serve the best interests of students as well.
All right. So someone serving a student, you should be a bit vocal. I mean, not even a bit. You should be audible, vocal. So how would you manage situation where executive team becomes divided? You see, sometimes this will bring decision, this will bring an idea, then this will be like, no, the idea is not good. Then there'll be misunderstanding between them. So how are you going to, make sure there is peace among the executives?
Okay, so from the little experience I've gathered so far, holding sensitive position, what I do is that if I sit down with my execom and ask for suggestions, I don't make the final decision there. I tell the secretary to pen everything down.
Okay.
You bring your suggestion, you defend it. You bring your suggestion, you defend it. You bring your suggestion. Then later, I sit down only with my vice. We go through it. I say, well, I suggest this. So the banter will be between I and my vice.
Okay.
You get it? And we'll make sure we bring the best out. So we call the next meeting and tell them, due to our due diligence and deliberations, we think this is the best. And we'll have to give them strong reasons why we are taking
this is the best.
Yes. Because when you leave it open like that, someone will feel, okay, you are listening to this one, then you are listening to me. But after listening to everyone, go into your closet with your vice. At times you have to even do it alone. When you see that your vice has some interest, is things to some people.
Right, so in one sentence, what makes you different from other aspirants running for your position?
Okay, so personally, I would say that I am just concerned about the people around me. The welfare of the people, with no interest at all. Just make sure you make the place a better place for everyone.
You make the place a better place for everyone. So we're going to go for a short break, and when we bounce back, then we move on to fire round, where I'm going to ask him questions. I mean, tough questions. Yeah. So stay tuned. Welcome back from that break. Now let's move on to the fire round questions. All right. So, what is the main SRC President's top duty according to the Constitution?
Okay. So the toughest duty,
according to the Constitution,
should be a mouthpiece for the students.
Mouthpiece
for the students. Yes.
Okay.
Because the SRC constitutes all the students, and it has 3 arms. There's the judicial, legislative, and the executive. But the toughest duty is to be the mouthpiece for the students.
Wow. According to him, it should be the toughest, right?
Yeah, the mouthpiece
for the student. Okay. All right. So let's move on to question 2. So, is name one committee you have served on HU? I mean, on campus here.
Okay. So I served in the committee of Education and Research Committee of the Association of Technical University Accountancy Students. Yes, and I was the head as well, the chair for that committee.
All right. So how many faculties do we have in ATU currently?
5. 5
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure about that.
All right. So this question, there, if you get it wrong, I have to take you out from this school. Yeah. Okay. So who is the current Vice Chancellor for Accra Technical University?
Okay. Professor Amevi Akapovi.
All right, that's correct. All right. So in one word, what kind of leader does ATU need right now?
A democratic leader.
A democratic leader.
Yeah.
Wow. Why a democratic leader?
Okay, so a democratic leader is a leader for the people. And he thinks about the people around him, not just what he thinks he wants to do. When you view the position as a responsibility rather than a place of power, you get it. That's what ATU students need. Someone who will listen to their concerns and address it. Yeah. So
a democratic leader. Yeah. Now, so how do you see the current SRC President? I mean, the whole executive.
Well, personally, I'll commend them. Because you don't know where the shoe hits until you wear it. And I can see some projects they are not going, they are doing the projects, the learning center, and also for the first time having a 24/7, 24 hours running at the library.
Okay.
No, these things are very commendable.
Wow. So compare. I don't like comparison, but today I have to do that. Comparing the current and then the previous SRC executive on a scale of, let me say, 1 to 10, can you rate both of them?
As in separately?
Separately.
I'll rate all of them 10.
Why?
The reason is because they all, you see, there's this account saying that in Sanini Anyape, we have types of leaders, everyone and what they solve. Maybe checking at the climate change and the environment. A policy that could be implemented last year will not be favorable implementing it this year.
Okay.
You get it? So if the previous administration did something that these people are not doing and they are doing something else, doesn't make them better than them. Exactly. At least they are undergoing a project. The learning center too will help as well. And they too, they did a back save, everyone gives in their best. It's our needs are insatiable, our wants are insatiable. So everyone comes, tackle some portion
what they
and
can
move on with life so the others can attack the others. So I personally cannot compare them. I'm not in the best position to compare them. Yes.
I intentionally asked this question. Well, human being, it may be not a job. We cannot do 100% of everything, Yes, you buy a crown to me, and I'll say it is finished. But that's still probably a crown. All right, so what is the final message to the students of Accra Technical University, and why should they trust their vote with you? I mean, why should they vote for you?
I always tell my friends, I'm not a politician. I am just an ordinary student who have the welfare of the students at heart. You get it? So you can check my previous position I've held. I always leave something that is, that will be a memorial.
Okay.
Yeah, and make sure I solve the major ones and maybe leave the minor ones for the rest. That doesn't make me better than them, but I try solving the most important issues first. And they trusting their vote with me, they should be safe, because the program I'm even offering charges us to have some level of integrity, accountability. Failure to do so, it makes you as an accountant, questionable. You get it? So if you have the position, you have to make sure you show your values and your rules as well. Okay.
All right. So how many students are coming from your department to going for the SRC position?
My department, so I'm the only one.
You're the only one.
Yes, please.
Wow. Only begotten son. All right, so that's it for the Bright Show right here on ATU TV. And thank you so much, Neequaye, for joining us on the Bright Show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so stay tuned on the Bright Show for more episodes with other aspirants. Follow us on YouTube at Accra Tech Uni and on TikTok at The Bright Show. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.